I don't think I did an uppotting video this year for this growth season. So I'm just going to show you guys it. This is the lemon bee balm. And you know, I'm an overseeder because but the seeds are very small, so they come out this way. So what we're going to do is separate them and give them their own growing space, and you usually will wait until you see the true leaves, and the true leaves is the second leaf that comes up. This is the Condoleezza. This seedling leaf right here is the first one that comes up, and then you have your true leaves that's here, and I'm also getting two more leaves right there, right? So up potting, I have this little tool right here, so we're gonna make a hole and put this in here, and I'm trying not to let my leaves touch the soil, and I'm just going to gently press around there. Do another one. I want to open this up because you see the roots are really good roots, like this one here. Woo. And I'm going to take this side and just put the roots in, and I'm going to push it down. With this, there's a different ways you can separate your multiple seedlings. You can get a bowl with water in it and just sway it around in there, and it will separate. But what I do, because I'm in the house, what I do is I just rotate it, keep rotating, keep rotating, keep rotating, keep rotating, and getting that soil out of there, loosening up that soil, and then I can just gently take it apart like that, gently. If it gives me some resistance by pulling it apart this way, I will stop and rotate it again, try to shake some of that gently, try to shake some of that soil off of there. And the ones closest to the edge is the ones that I will take out. I'm not going to go directly in the middle and start plucking. So the ones that are right here, like out here, is what I will pull apart. See how easy that is to just pull them apart like that way. And very gently, because these leaves are very tender. And you see the root on this is really good. So you know, so that's how you absolutely know that you need to separate these, because they're not going to get any bigger inside of this small little container all choked up together. Also have the white sage, and when you keep it in here like this, it dries out a lot faster because all those roots are fighting for the water and the nutrients. So it's best to separate them. Well, not best. It is best to separate them, and that's another reason you would separate it. So this one is the white sage, and there's 3 inside of here. So you see how you have one that's really big. They all start at the same time. One is really big, and these 2 here, one is a little bigger and one is smaller. This one has its own space, so it's pretty good. It's happy there. And this one, I wouldn't take it out of here because I'm putting them back into a small container, the same size container that I started them. So I would leave this and take these 2 out and leave this one in there. So that's it. It's same thing that you would do with your tomatoes and peppers if you overseed it like I did. Same thing you would do. I just pulled that one up, and you see it didn't rip the roots because I am not pushing it down, forcing it down there. And then tapping the soil lightly down, and tapping the soil down, meaning that we are closing up any air pockets that are in there. that helps to close up the air pockets. And at this point, once you get your true leaves, which is the second leaf that's coming on, is called the true leaf. This is when you'll start using fertilizer on your plants. And my fertilizer outside, I use fish fertilizer. Inside, I purchase. Let me show you guys the fertilizer I purchased. So the fertilizer that I use inside of the house is this one from AgroThrive, and this is the NPK, which is your nitrogen, phosphorus, and your potassium. The nitrogen, the total nitrogen is 3.5. This is a 335. So the nitrogen is 3, and the phosphorus is 3%, and the soluble potash, which is your potassium, it's 5% in here. So most of your organic fertilizer are not going to be as strong as your synthetic fertilizer, but you can use synthetic fertilizer also. You don't necessarily have to use all organic, but if you are going to use synthetic fertilizer on your plants inside, you have to, if it says 1 tablespoon per gallon, you need to do a teaspoon in a gallon of water. And that would be the same thing with like your 10-10-10. You have to break that down if you're going to use it. So, but you have to use a lesser amount inside of your home. So this is what I'm using. And I purchased the sea kelp, the organic sea kelp, to use in home instead of using the fish fertilizer, because it smells like fish. It's really strong. But this is strong too. This has a strong smell also. So I then went ahead and purchased AgroThrive, hoping that it has a less stronger smell, and it does. You can see I used it. It has the thing there, and it does. The smell is a lot. It's not strong at all. This really isn't. That's the color of it, and I put it in my milk jug, my 1 gallon milk jug. So I would use a teaspoon of this inside of here. So those are the fertilizers I use in home. Oh, and also these can be used outdoors as well. Any fertilizer you use inside can be used outside. Hopefully you've seen making your own fertilizer with banana peels. You can use that also inside. This sea kelp, it has 3% nitrogen. It does not have any phosphorus inside of it, but the potash, which is the potassium, it's 6%. So this is a 306 with your NPK. Okay, and oh, this is a 2.5 gallon container. So yes, it is really big. So thank you so much. Like I said, I hope this helps someone. And please do not forget, we are getting closer to March 30th when the drawing will come up for, here go the sick child that needs to be away from me. We are coming up on the giveaway when we will draw the names for who's going to win. So if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone that you think it may help. Have a blessed day. Bye bye. Yeah.